So Brennan's here.
What's good?
And we got Ross. And today, timing belt comes off the Honda. And so we got the air tools over because air tools help
A lot.
We don't want to try and break that bolt loose on the harmonic balancer by hand because fuck that noise.
Yep.
And this thing runs by the end of tonight or everyone in this house dies.
I guess everybody's dying.
Hell yeah.
Not saying we're not in the house.
We definitely are.
We're in the garage.
That's part of the house.
No.
If it counts as the square footage, then you're inside.
Well, if we take the timing belt off, not necessarily putting it back on, but we can still throw the head on all the other stuff together and then do the timing belt at the end. But
yeah, but I got this head all cleaned up and I got all the remaining pieces of gasket off. You saw in the last video we checked to make sure it was flat. It's good to go. The block is good as well. So we're just gonna throw the new gasket in there, clean everything up, throw the new gasket in, and
should probably wipe that down.
Reassemble it. You didn't happen to bring your torque wrench, did you?
no, I didn't.
Anal beads. Dude, we're all pumped now for a reason we're not allowed to tell you yet. Just know it's gonna be this summer and it's gonna be badass. Ross Safari over here going hard. Dude, the Jeremy Clarkson drawer works great for us. All right, we got the serpentine belts off. Now Ross gonna pop the impact in there.
Oh, let's make sure it's on full power first, because this may misfire.
And that's why you invest in air tools, ladies and gentlemen. I was watching videos on people doing timing belts on these, and they like got like huge mega torque bars on their breaker bars and shit, and like super long extensions. I'm like, man, you guys are making it hard on yourselves.
How are we supposed to remove the crank pull?
Take that mount off and lower it a little bit.
I'll tell you when to stop, because I just want to take this thing out. Stop.
Alright, now we just gotta get the timing cover off and swap the timing belt, put the new head gasket in, put the head on, put the intake exhaust manifolds back on, drive it. That's it.
Piece of cake.
Alright, so Ross is still trying to get, there's just one bolt that none of us could get to.
This nut's taking forever.
Me every day.
So we're hung up right now because the timing belt tensioner
Popping my fingers.
nut or bolt or whatever the hell it is just stripped when we were trying to get it off with the socket, and now it's rounded off. We can't get it off. We're trying to use vice grips, but they're just rounding it off even more, so we're not sure what to do. We didn't have this trouble with my Volvo, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Volvos are better than Hondas. So none of us can get this fucking nut off.
Somehow.
We can't bust the nut. So I'm eating a carrot. And the gentleman who has the stupid high horsepower NA Accord is coming over tomorrow to show us how we fucked up. So here's a tip for any of you guys who happen to click on this video or watching it hoping to learn how to do a timing belt. Find someone who knows how to do it. Do it that way.
Because see, Volvo, you know, any tard can do it.
It's always scared me because interference and because you have 8 inches of room to work with.
I don't know, the Honda, it's like, there's one cam. How hard can it fucking be, right?
Yeah.
Clearly, it's hard. It's difficult.
Alright, well, in that case, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Deuces.
Alright.
That's awesome.
So we're back. Jason didn't get a chance to come over yet. He's been busy and I've been busy, but we'll get timing eventually. You can kind of see it. You want to hit that light for me, Brennan? Alright, right there. I got the timing tensioner nut off. Sliced it open with a Dremel and beat it out and managed to not damage the threads somehow. So now we don't have to pull that stud and try and replace it, which makes me happy. And so we're gonna put the new head gasket in, the new head on. So to make it a little bit easier on ourselves getting the head lined up with the head gasket properly, we're gonna take the old head bolts, since I bought a set of new ones, cut the head off on a couple of them, and just put them in a couple of threads, enough to guide the head down and then after that we'll pull them out and put the new bolts in. I'm gonna Dremel these hoses.
Is it taking really long?
Yeah. There's like nothing holding it on. Might even be able to just, yep, there you go.
Wow. No hammer required. Wow, we're still zoomed in.
So this is what I mean. We got just a little bit of threading on there, and we got a nice guide to slip the head on over, and we just unthread them, pop them out, and put the new bolts in.
It's not working.
Dude, for all the people that say Hondas are easy / cheap to work on, like, they've never owned a Volvo before.
No.
We're so pampered now, like, we don't have to get on the ground and go underneath the car and take the oil filter off to take the intake manifold off at Volvo. Fucking motor mounts, a full set of motor mounts with the transmission mount for Volvo is less than $30. Meanwhile, on Hondas, that one mount that goes on that side, $45. Locally, they wanted $120 for the transmission side. And like even a cheap set online is still $70, $80. But Brennan cut the head off the other one.
Almost lost my eye in the process.
No, dude, you were wearing safety glasses.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Alright, there's our guide pins of sorts. So let's bust open our head gasket. So there it is. New head gasket. I don't have my knife on me.
Ross has his though.
Slice me. Nice.
Nice slice
That work?
job.
No. Dude, such a thick head gasket.
Damn, all nice and new.
Got the new head bolts right here. Sorry I didn't go ARP, I can't afford that shit. Alright, let's put the head gasket on.
I don't think it's that way either. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yep, you're right.
There's someone out there, I'll pack my bags to Rio. She's a dancer, but I'm a drummer. I'm lost in this world, but I found myself in Rio. On a blanket across the...
Okay, it's just sludge.
Alright.
So how come you oil them up?
So they won't seize up. It's a poor man's anti-seize.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright.
Alright, so we got the head on, all the bolts in place. So now Ross is just kind of get them like basically hand tight. And then we'll start torquing them in order. And the way this works on this particular engine, there's 3 torque levels, and you follow the pattern and then do it for the next torque level and then do it for the final one. And then we should be good to start doing the timing belt. Hopefully Jason can come over still. So basically we just repeat that process. It should be 51, I believe. It says on the top. And we had to use the extender on a couple spots. So we're gonna just go ahead and leave the extender on so it's consistent across the whole playing field. It will change the amount it's being torqued a little bit, but it should be minuscule enough to not be an issue as long as we do it consistently across all 10 bolts. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna not film it because you guys just saw what's gonna happen and it's happening again. So, we'll see you guys in a minute. So before anyone comments telling me I'm wrong about the extension changing the amount of torque put on the bolt, Google what a torsion spring is and apply that logic. No matter how minuscule it is, you will be twisting the extension to a certain extent, and that is gonna lessen the amount of torque you're applying. Whether or not it's a number that's gonna matter it is changing it. Well, Ross only has the 3/8 drive torque wrench, and it's rated to 80, and we had it at 78, and it just isn't having it. It just clicks as soon as you pull it, but we know we're still only at 51, as was the last setting. So we're going to go over to Lowe's, because Harbor Freight's closed right now, and I'll drop some big bucks on a good torque wrench. And then I'm going to be a middle-aged housewife shopping at Macy's and return that shit. Another shout out to Jake for letting me borrow the Tercel while all of my cars are broken. Thanks, dog. You're the real MVP. And we're going to go a little more in depth into him owing me an Audi here in a little bit. Cruising with the brights on because the headlight's out. Actually, I think you sat on the headlight bulb.
It's right there.
Oh, dope. Cool. But I gotta replace that for him. But we'll go a little more in depth into the timeline of him buying me an Audi, and we'll talk about that in another video. But for now, we're gonna go get a torque wrench and beer. Unbelievable, dude. All right, so we got that Cobalt 1/2 inch. Ross, as always, went with his Coors Banquet, but they had Leinenkugel's Grapefruit Shandy for $7.99 a 6-pack, so I picked one up. Ross never had it before, so we better get his first taste.
Smells good. I don't know how much I could drink of it, but
That's just dank.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not like fucking like
It's not like
destroyingly
super
sweet. Yeah. It's just got
sweet,
good
but it's
grapefruit flavor.
Yeah.
All right, let's torque.
a little bit of-
All right, so we're
Oh.
going around the sequence at 51 again.
I wonder if my torque wrench is just not accurate. Maybe I should just buy this off of you, and then I have one.
All right, the head is on. Everything is all torqued. Everything's all consistent. We double checked. And there's a little bit of oil left that I was dipping the bolts in. So we're just gonna pour it on the cam because it can't hurt. And I lost the lid. Yeah, drink up. Oh, on the threads that holds the valve cover on. All right, so Jason, the guy that was gonna help us with the timing, isn't feeling great today. So he'll be over
When he feels better?
possibly tomorrow, hopefully, and we can get this thing running and driving. But for now, we're gonna pop the intake manifold back on. I guess we could put the exhaust back on too.
We don't have another bolt.
Oh yeah, damn, we should have took that to Lowe's. Grabbed another one. But we got the timing belt off, and we got the balance shaft belt off.
Intake manifold is on. Done.
Sick. But a lot of Honda guys will know this. Any F-Series or what is it? F-Series or the K-Series have balance shafts? I can't remember. But a lot of people know this trick. Pretty much all the balance shafts do, as I've been told, is make your idle smoother. So it'll vibrate a little bit idle without the balance shafts. And for the work that it takes to get those balance shafts on or timed, fuck them. Race car or something, because I'm not dealing with it. So we're running it without any balance shafts. New head is on. Valves are beautiful. New head gasket is in. New head bolts are in and torqued. This thing should be purring once we get it started again. And then I wanted to ask you stance guys out here, what tires should I try and get a hold of for these wheels that our good friend Randy sent us? And shout out to him once again for hooking it up. These are Bassett Racing Steelies 16x8. I want a little bit of stretch, but not as much as my asshole has. Hit your boy up with some suggestions on what size tires to run. Like I said, a little tiny bit of stretch, but I don't want it like full-blown Stance Nation bullshit, because that ain't me. Soon this will be on the road and ready to go. Also, I just purchased new injectors for the Volvo. Got a set of RC SL4 440cc injectors, the same ones that Colton from Drifts and Lifts threw on his 740. And the reason I went with those is they're a direct drop-in replacement. Same size, same O-rings, same everything. I told myself I wasn't going to buy injectors till it was running again, just in case I have to spend money on something else. But I scored a whole set of 4 of them for 120 bucks, and brand new, they're about 85 a piece. So I got a really good deal. They're old. Well, they're not real old. They just haven't been running in a while, so I'm going to send them into a local shop, get them cleaned and probably flow matched, and then we'll be good to go. Then I can raise that stupid 5,000 RPM red line and really hit some boost. Get her all tuned up nicely. I'm pumped, Ross. Shit's coming together.
Yes.
Hondas are coming together. Volvos are coming together. Well, one of them.
The 940, I don't know. Everybody else has manual 940s. Or, well,
Yeah,
Volvos.
we didn't have 940s in manual here, but yeah.
So, let me know. When I take it to redline, like in first gear, well, the automatic's first gear, first off, it goes to like 50 fucking miles an hour. But then it kind of falls on its face. Like, I feel like it's losing the power band or maybe losing fuel or something. But at about 4,500 RPM, it kind of fell on its face and started to stutter. But I mean, it still accelerates, but it was stuttering a little bit, kind of like backfiring, like blowing out the spark. But that's not possible because I just replaced the spark plugs not that long ago. So I cleaned the MAF today. It seemed to help it. However, I don't think I'm out of the woods yet. And then there is a small fuel leak, and I have to find it, but it's also really wet outside, so I don't feel like crawling on the ground.
I gotta pause and say I'm pretty proud of how still this camera is right now.
Yeah, dude.
It's on my hand, dude.
And I'm looking at it right now into the black abyss of the... But, and then to the V8 swap, a little update. Nothing against Dan. I mean, he did a perfect job.
No, yeah, definitely is not on Dan.
No, he did exactly what we asked him to do, and at a great price.
Yeah.
But it doesn't fit.
With a little modification, it should. Hey, look,
should.
Brock's out here. But
I have to drill out the holes, like he said in his own video. You're probably gonna have to drill out the holes, so I'm gonna do that. I gotta notch one of the brackets for the power steering.
But that design came from a dude who is running a 5.0 swapped. It's supposed to be like a direct replica of the Converse engineering ones to an extent, but he designed them. It worked for his car, but his was a newer one, and it was a different 5.0. It was out of a Mustang directly, so we don't know if that shouldn't have anything to do with how it mounts in the Volvo. Yeah, like, but so he posted that design online, and then I had my dad, who is a CAD drafter, redraft it in CAD, and he did it fine. So it's that guy's design. It worked for him. It just doesn't quite work out for us. With a little modification, we should be fine.
If it gets to be where we can't even use those brackets,
LS. All right, but if any of our Swedish friends or Finnish friends, sorry, that dude, Lapland System, Fuzzbutt, that's what I call my dog. Well, I'm calling him that because he's a furry. Oh. At least I think so. His avatar, so that guy got mad at me because in the last video I was like, any of the Swedish friends know what the SE is.
Thanks, appreciate it.
And he's like, well, I guess I can't tell you because I'm from Finland. But if you know, hit us up. All right, everybody, that's going to be the end of this video. Hey, look, Brock's out here.
Hello.
Brock, do more car stuff with us. What, are you some sort of little bitch? No. All right, so anyway, heads on, distributors on, intake manifold is on, just not torqued down yet. Tomorrow, hopefully, Jason will be over here. We're going to get the timing belt on, get it all timed. We think we got the distributor about where it was because there were still washer marks from where the ignition timing was. And then we just got to get the exhaust manifold back on and drive it. Alright, so thank you guys very much for watching this video. Make sure you give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and hit that subscribe button to see this thing come to life and see us work on all the Volvos and all the other stupid stuff we're doing. We will see you guys in the next video. Peace.